Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea to do a trip to the thrift video because we haven't done one in a little while. It's going to be very hard to top my last trip to the thrift video where we found babe at the thrift store, but nonetheless the show must go on. I've got some very nice and interesting pieces for this video. Most of these items are going to be put on my Depop page at Rooks and Rivals. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the trip to the thrift video. So the first couple of items of clothing that I want to show you were actually sent to me by Dan Evans, aka Young Devs from Depop. And the first thing that Young Dev sent me was this vintage Hawaiian shirt. Now, I'm not entirely sure on the brand of the shirt because there is no inside tag whatsoever there. You've got these interesting symbols on the button-up shirt itself. So a quick close-up of the t-shirt just to show you the details. On the front here, you can see the symbols running vertically down the shirt. I don't know if any of these symbols have any meaning. If you have any information on these symbols, then please leave your comments in the comment section down below. So as we keep going through the front of the t-shirt, you can see all those symbols just repeating themselves. Short sleeve shirt because it's a Hawaiian style shirt. Have you ever seen a long sleeve Hawaiian shirt? That would be weird, you know. And the style repeats at the back. A very funky Hawaiian style t-shirt. Nice little pocket on the front of the t-shirt there as well. What do people even use front pockets on shirts for? So thank you Dan, aka Young Devs from Depop, for sending me this sick as Hawaiian t-shirt. I'm just imagining the comment section now where people are going, that's not a Hawaiian t-shirt, cuz. Like, let me live, cuz, let me live. And the second t-shirt that Young Dev sent me was this Reebok Spurs basketball t-shirt. The shirt is a little bit faded, which is no problem whatsoever. It just adds to the character in my personal opinion. It's a very, very straight to the point, straightforward tee, just the graphic at the front, and that is pretty much it. So quick close-up of the t-shirt. So you got your Reebok logo, Spurs, and the word basketball, just in case that you're not familiar, because like I wasn't familiar. So, you know, that did actually help. A very, very nice t-shirt, a very clean t-shirt. Big up Young Devs. So the rest of the items for this point onwards are going to be featured on my Depop page and are for sale. So the first thing that I got from the thrift store was this slingshot vomatron merch t-shirt. So on first glance, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, what, like, is that it? It's not that deep. But you're wrong, you've only got half of the information, because look at that, yeah? Look at the front, not that exciting. Look at the back, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. What is this? So on the back here, it says, I survived slingshot vomatron. But of course you've got to survive it, otherwise that'll be like a really bad health and safety concern. But the most interesting part about this t-shirt is the fact that this ride, if you want to call it that, was in Magaluf. So that was a pleasant surprise. So a quick close-up of this t-shirt. There is the front of the t-shirt, slingshot vomatron. A very elegant name if I do say so myself. And of course all of the business is at the back. Got some cartoon characters who are currently on the vomatron. Very nice. Slight cracking on the graphic. So if you want to stunt on people saying that you survived the vomatron but didn't actually go on the vomatron, this is the perfect t-shirt for you. So the next item that we got from the thrift store was this vintage polo t-shirt. Now, when I saw this at the thrift store, this polo resonated with me immediately because this splatter pattern, the colors, all reminds me of 80s fast food, if that makes sense. There's just something about the union of green and purple that screams vintage. But yeah, this t-shirt just reminded me of that whole aesthetic. So a quick close-up of the polo. On the front there, you've got a loud splatter design. Nice detailing on the collar there. You got your greens, you got your purples. The tag says Pierre Leon. A very, very nice, very, very vintage polo t-shirt. So the next item that I got from the thrift store is sort of a joke t-shirt. We have this Nike World Class Hooker t-shirt. If I was another kind of YouTuber, this t-shirt would be in the thumbnail with the caption, I am a world class hooker, question mark, question mark, question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, with my face all surprised looking at the t-shirt like. So yeah, the front of this t-shirt actually says world class hooker, but there is a very good reason for this. It's a Nike rugby t-shirt. I charge for 80 minutes. So when you're walking past people, when they see the front of your t-shirt, they'll be like, oh my God, is that person a hooker? But like when they do their double take, they can see that, oh no, it's just a joke thing. He's like wearing a rugby t-shirt. Mad ting. It's comedy through misunderstanding. Now for a quick close-up of the t-shirt. On the front there, world class hooker with a Nike logo, mad ting, sad ting. And then on the back, it's a confirmed joke ting. I charge for 80 minutes, Nike rugby. A very comical t-shirt if I do say so myself. I had a little chuckle when I found the t-shirt. Tempted to clickbait. This t-shirt is a definite conversation starter. So the next item that we got was this Tommy Hilfiger polo. It's a very blue t-shirt. You got your dark blues and your light blues. A very simple t-shirt, classic design, can't go wrong with the stripes. Quick close-up of the polo. You got your blue stripe, you got your bluer stripe, all the way up the t-shirt, and of course your Tommy Hilfiger logo, so everyone knows you're stunting. But yeah, I like to showcase these in my trip to the thrift videos, just to prove to people that you don't have to go to Tommy Hilfiger themselves, buy a brand new t-shirt for like 50 quid, when you can just go to the thrift store and buy it for like a tenth of the price, sometimes even less. Thrift stores, charity shops, car boot sales don't just stock vintage, they stock anything that people donate, and sometimes you'll find brands like Tommy Hilfiger and Ralph Lauren and all of that. So a Tommy Hilfiger polo. And the next item on my list just proves my point even further, because in the same thrift store that I found the Tommy Hilfiger polo in, I found this Ralph Lauren long sleeve t-shirt. It might be more of a jumper actually, but it's quite thin. Just to prove a point, you don't have to break bank just to get some high quality brand clothing. You can upgrade your wardrobe on a budget very, very easily. This long sleeve is actually very clean, very casual. You can use it in a lot of outfits. It's low key, it's subtle, but at the same time you've got that little pony there just for like low key stunting. Quick close up of the jumper. The long sleeve is just thin white stripes on navy, subtle red little pony on the front, a nice round neck collar. I know people are into v-necks, but I like mine round, and the same on the back. A very versatile, very clean, very subtle, very casual Ralph Lauren long sleeve thin jumper. So the next item that I have to show you is this CN Tower memorabilia t-shirt, and the main reason that I got this t-shirt was because I really like the feel of the t-shirt. It looks like it's really high quality. Most memorabilia t-shirts that I see are all printed on, but this is embroidered. I like it. You've got CN Tower, Toronto, Canada. Don't know what that is. A nice representation or illustration of the tower itself. Quick close-up of the t-shirt. All the business is at the front of the t-shirt within this embroidery. I like the colors. It looks like a very high quality t-shirt. I like the feel of the t-shirt as well. CN Tower, a very, very artistic t-shirt. If you've been to the CN Tower and you didn't get a memorabilia t-shirt, well, this is the perfect t-shirt for you. A very nice CN Tower, Toronto, Canada t-shirt. So the next item that we got from the thrift store was this vintage umbro jumper. Now, in every trip to the thrift video, I have at least one umbro item. That's because umbro can be found in pretty much any charity shop, any thrift store in spades. I personally really like the brand. I grew up on umbro. Sports Direct Mandem, you done know. It's a very basic sweatshirt. You've got an umbro logo on the left here and an umbro spell out on the right. So you're advertising umbro twice on the sweatshirt, which is fine by me. Quick close up of the sweatshirt. You've got your umbro and your umbro. That's pretty much the entire business of the sweater. It's a nice basic sweatshirt. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too small for me, but of course I have an invested relationship in vintage sportswear. Hold tight, umbro. The next item that we have is this fila t-shirt. Now, I don't see a lot of fila in the thrift store, so when I do eventually see it, I'm quite excited. I do like fila. It's really been growing on me recently. Again, it's one of those brands from my childhood. It's nice to see that in recent years fila's been getting that resurrection it needs. For me personally, sportswear and fashion have always been one and the same for me. So this entire t-shirt is just this graphic on the front here. A nice take on the fila logo. Looks like a giant stamp, which is quite nice. Quick close-up of the t-shirt. I'm just going to call it the fila stamp graphic. Here is the fila stamp graphic. You got your classic fila logo, and of course the fila spell out at the bottom there, just in case you don't know what that is. The giant F is for fila. Pretty self-explanatory. The fila stamp t-shirt. Now, last but definitely not least, we have this vintage Kickers fleece, the wrong way round. Now it's the right way round. So this particular sweatshirt caught my interest immediately just because of the material. It's like a fleece material, but it also looks like a new carpet. It looks like one of those items of clothing that you can't put in a washing machine. You have to hoover it or something instead. The one thing that I really like about this sweatshirt is the fact that it's got this little Stone Island like side badge here that says Kickers. That's quite funny. And on the tag here, you've got a little bit of Gucci here. I know Kickers use green and red to represent their brand, but of course, when you think of green and red, you think of Gucci. And yeah, I tried on this jumper the other day, and I thought I looked like a sheep. Not a sheep in the sense like, oh no, you're wearing the same thing as everyone else, but like an actual sheep. Which also adds to my long list of reasons why I like this sweatshirt. You're throwing this sweatshirt and you're automatically cosplaying Shaun the Sheep. Mad thing. Quick close-up of the sweatshirt. Gucci size label. Stone Island Kickers badge. The entire sweatshirt looking like a carpet. One of my favorite sweatshirts of all time. And those were all of the items for today's trip to the thrift episode. Now, to be honest with you, I think that this haul definitely had more vintage items than normal, and I've rekindled my interest in unusual items of clothing. It's like this trip to the thrift episode was one of them like spiritual journeys where you find yourself. Well, not really, it's not that deep, but you know what I mean. And that is where I'm going to end the video today. So let me know in the comment section down below which one of these items was your favourite, what items you've been picking up recently from the thrift store, and for anything else, leave your comments in the comment section down below. So if you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion based stuff, lifestyle based stuff and style based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this web page here. And now that is everything. Bye.